Dear all, my name is ERIKSEN and I'm the World Treasurer. And now I will present for you the Omep balance for 2020. We will start with the incomes. Omep main sources are the annual fees. So Omep could raise about $26,000 annually if all countries pay. But we can see that only about half the committee pay their annual fee. So this means that income dropped to $16,819. And I remind you that the payment channels are bank transfers and PayPal. And we can also see that Omep did not receive income from the 2020 World Conference. And only $1,502 for the 2019. And we can see a decrease in the Springer royalty. And we also see that we have no project base with any organizations worldwide. So here is the estimate. We can see that we have a total income on $22,298. And we can also see that we hope for donations and that we have no incomes for World Conference. So I will now go to the expenses. Regular payments for the World President with the communication plan, flagship initiatives and professional teams of the Secretariat, $7,444. We can also see that office expenses were 6,880, and we have also given a reserved fund for the awards of $5,000. There has been no travel expenses for the EXCO. We have one air ticket carried over US dollar to later at US dollar 1,928. We also pay membership fees and we pay for the Omep journal theory and practice. And we also pay for the web page. It's hosted in Korea. And we also need new system updates for 2020. We have also expenses, operational costs for webinars. We need special arrangements with webinars that would cost for translations and so on. So we pay for that, and we also have bank expenses. We have paid taxes, so US dollar 90. So we can see that we have had expenses on a total of US dollar 20,589. We have we hope for and we have had other financing donations. For this year, we have had the former president, Eugene Park. She'd have donated edition of printing, and the world president also had got support for the communication plan through Omep Argentina. And we have had funding then for technical support and for editing. So now, finally, I will give some notes, and you can also read them more in detail in the written report. So that we have created a fund for the ESD awards, and we need to pay the webinar operating cost items that has been paid by a private credit card that needs to be reimbursed in the next budget. It's not reimbursed in 2020. In 2021, we will also charge the Omep World expenses and will for US dollar 90 transfer them back to Omep Norway account. You can see the explanation in the written report. Therefore, the real expenses for 2020 were $26,128. So I will have some final comments. Over the course of the 2020 year, we have focused on three main areas for organizational development from the perspective of strategy and the Treasurer's report. So we will strengthen policy influence. We will global outreach through the web and social media, and we have also prioritized long-term planning to secure and strengthen the financial situation. So the World Treasurer advised the following roadmap for 2021, that we need to adjust to the global situation and use the space time to think through and act in the interconnection of advocacy for children and their situation and fundraising. And we also need to prioritize that all national committees do fundraising. We call upon imagination, innovations, applications for world projects, etc. Good ideas are shared in the organization to inspire and learn from each other. And the approval in the Virtual World Assembly 2020 of a 15% rate to cover bank taxes on transference. We recall that this is not an increase, it is implementation of the adjustment approved in the World Assembly of 2019, where it was approved that the committees will pay the annual fee plus the bank charges. If borders are opened and travel becomes possible again during 2021, refunds for tickets and accommodations paid by Omep will be under austerity conditions, consistent with Omep goals and strong ambitions. So I will thank you all for listening, and I will also